Welcome to Bedford High Gymnasium for boys Division I basketball. We have the Winnacunnet Warriors traveling to Bedford Bulldog, the home of the Doghouse. I'm Chris Cameron, working with Andrew Hansen today. Andrew, welcome. Looking forward to working with you. And the jump center will be Anderson versus Shockey, the premier matchup, the focus matchup of tonight's game. We got Gary Walsh, the lead official tonight. Will be throwing up the tap. Bedford student section has moved with the new AD putting his stamp, and Anderson wins the opening tip to Chartier. Looks like Crowley's going to take the point as Winnacunnet matches up man to man. O'Connell to Anderson to Chartier with the spin. Good help defense. Out of bounds off of Winnacunnet. It's going to be Bedford ball out of bounds underneath. Mokus is going to take it. Bedford set up in a 1-4 set. Anderson with the head fake. Got in a little bit of trouble there. Out of bounds off Winnacunnet. 0-0, 7:43 left to go here in the opening quarter.
Strong help defense so far by Winnacunnet, making those interior shots tough.
You know, they look big inside. Obviously, a team that won the Division I football championship. They just have a lot of athletes, a lot of size. I don't know how many of these kids play football, but they do. And there's Chartier with the floater, number 4, Max Chartier with the opening points of the game. 2-0 Bedford on top.
And that's how you beat a zone. You penetrate and dish. Get everybody moving, find the open spot.
So Bedford comes out, matched up in man-to-man right here. Shockey at the top of the key. Anderson doing a good job stopping him. Denial defense. Good spin move, and the N1, number 23, Benjamin Allen, the 6'4" junior, with the old-fashioned three-point play here.
Nice high-low action there with Shockey.
Yeah, they were in trouble. They picked up their dribble. Nowhere to go, but Liam just lost his guy right there. So Allen with a chance to put Winnacunnet up. And the free throw front rim, backboard and in. It is 3-2. Winnacunnet leads in the opening minute here of boys basketball on 105.1 WBNH. Friday night hoops. Student section filling in very nicely here. Mr. Parker, the new AD, with his new stamp on the program, moving the student section behind the goal. Steal by Shockey. Anderson doesn't want to pick up any fouls early. Did a good job stopping the ball. Anderson out to number 5 for the three-pointer. Zachary Waterhouse. He's a guy that Coach Elmendorf said we got to keep an eye on for 3. Winnacunnet leads 6-2.
That's 2 assists already for Shockey. We were expecting more shooting from him, but showing he's going to be tough to handle with the passing as well.
Chartier on the wing, little pick and roll action with Mokus up top to Crowley, to O'Connell. Very good ball movement there. O'Connell turns the corner. He got fouled by Shockey and an N1 right there. Liam O'Connell turned the corner. N1, and the first foul on the big man, number 21, Jack Shockey.
Yeah, tough call there for Shockey. He was vertical, but he was up in the air. There was a little bit of a bump with the chest, and good things happen when you create contact, and Bedford got the call there.
Liam, the shot is up, and it's good. It's now 6-5. Winnacunnet leads the home team, Bedford Bulldogs. So Arsenal, number 3, is not really the point guard. He's the 5'9" guard, but it looks like the main guy is going to be Benjamin Allen and Zachary Waterhouse to Shockey. There's Allen again for 3. Liam just lost his guy right there. They're playing man, so guys should not be getting lost. The 3 is good. Now it's 9-5. Winnacunnet. Fast-paced game right here. Crowley got stripped right there. Loose ball picked up by Mokus to O'Connell. Skip pass to Crowley. Mokus slips the pick. Anderson wants the ball at the foul line. Shockey's ready. Nice little pull-up jumper there by Chartier. Front rim and out. Allen gets the rebound, and the Warriors are looking to run. There's Arsenal. There's a reach-in foul by Crowley. That's going to be the second foul on the Bulldogs. It's going to be Winnacunnet ball underneath.
Both teams shooting well here early.
Inbound, Shockey. Anderson challenges their first missed shot of the game for Winnacunnet. Good rebound there as Bedford looks to push. Crowley to Mokus. Anderson's got good position, and they get it to him with the spin move, and he makes the layup. Shockey's got to be a little bit careful there. He's asking for 3 seconds right there, but he doesn't want to pick up a second foul 3 minutes into this game. Anderson with the hoop. 9-7. Winnacunnet leads here with 5 minutes to go here on 105.1 WBNH.
Great for Anderson to see that first one go down. He got the roll on that.
Nice little alley-oop back door there. That's Allen on the pass from the big man, Matthew Doyle.
Man, Allen is everywhere. Yeah, inside and out. He's got 7 points already.
These guys are a physical team. There's Mokas. Mokas, one thing, seeing him through the years, he's a guy that has more offensive ability than he thinks. He's got to look for a shot more. There's Chartier on the drive. Misses the layup. Allen looks to push. There was a rebound there by Doyle. We're going to have a block call. That's kind of one of those fouls Max Chartier does not want to pick up. But that's going to be his first foul, the third team foul on Bedford. Winnacunnet ball, side court. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Andy Paul's the other ref here today. Andy Paul was a longtime ref in the Bedford Men's League. I don't know if he still does games right there, but he's one of the top officials in the state. Three-pointer, no offensive rebound by Doyle. He's everywhere making things happen. Liam O'Connell steps in. Elmo might be looking to take a timeout. Every loose ball is going the other way.
That's right.
I mean, they just seem like Winnacunnet has more energy right now.
They've really come out hot. Let's see if Bedford can score here and stick with them.
That's going to be out of bounds off of Winnacunnet. Let's see who the substitution is going to be in for. Liam O'Connell's coming out. Harrison Lagoyan, who's a football star on the gridiron, comes in, checks in, the junior. There's Anderson, looks to drive. Tough pass. Chartier with picking up the loose ball in the scraps makes it 13-9. His fourth point of the game right there. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the opening corner. Winnacunnet, the visitor, leading 13-9. Boys Division I basketball. A little pick and roll action there. Good hands on the help defense there.
Chartier knocked that one away.
Chartier's not one that's shy to shoot, and he's the guy he's going to. There's Mokas for three. Side rim and out. This guy's making it happen. Allen all over the court. He's got a little guy. Oh, he made a nice pass. Nice little block by Harrison Lagoy, and he makes his presence felt right away when he comes off the bench. You can see the guys who play football. The guys are in the weight room, and he's certainly one of them there. He's going to be a guy in there going to look to mix it up to match the physical strength.
Yeah, he doesn't have the height of some of the other post players, but he uses that strength well. There's
Arsenal. The three misses, and there's Doyle going in for the rebound, but there's Harrison Lagoyan able to bang with him. Anderson on the run out. Nowhere to go. Anderson with the turnover. Sometimes Nolan, you could see he wears his emotions on his sleeves, and when things don't go well, he seems to kind of spiral out of control. He's got to not worry about the last play, worry about the next play.
That's right.
And if you look at his dad in the stands, he wears just as much emotion up there.
Well, it's a passionate game.
It is, and he's a passionate player with a lot of talented post moves. A little pick and roll action. There's Shockey, blocked. Oh, wow. That's a tough call on Anderson right there. It looked like he went straight up, but again, he's got to keep his emotions under control. That's a tough foul on Nolan. That's his first foul. But he's their big guy, and he's their guy, and you don't want him picking up fouls. But Shockey going to the line to shoot two. 13-9, Winnacunnet leads with 2 minutes and 50 seconds here to go in the first quarter.
Yep, good help defense by Bedford. They both got a lot of ball on that play.
Front rim and in for Shockey. 14-9, Winnacunnet leads. And Matthew Doyle, number 33, the 6'2" senior, checks out. He gave them 5 quality minutes. Shockey back rim and out. Rebound by Chartier. Andy Paul with the call. He's going to bang number 15, Evan Welch, with the foul. Actually, 23. That's Benjamin Allen. That's one of the guys. To me, the most impressive player in the court for right now has been Benjamin Allen.
Yep, he's been the best player on the court so far.
All right, Winnacunnet matched up, man-to-man. Connor Crowley brings the ball across center court. There's the strip by Arsenal, wide open layup. Turnover. Turnovers lead to points, Andrew.
Yep, Waterhouse there, very nice play. And took it all the way to the hole for the bucket. Now 7-point lead for the Warriors.
Connor Crowley with a big-time little cross him up, ankle breaker, and he pulls up from 12 feet to make it 16-11.
If he can hit that shot, that's huge for Bedford. That shot wasn't falling in the home opener against Exeter.
Yeah, Bedford and Exeter played in that tournament. It was a close game throughout. Exeter pulled away late. They met less than a week later. There's a travel on Shockey. Anderson's doing a good job on him. So Exeter and Bedford met at the Queen City tournament, Queen City Invitational, and Exeter beat them again, but by 2 this time.
Right, in overtime.
So that's the way high school sports are on any given day. And these two teams right now, fans are in for a treat tonight. This is a high-quality basketball game so far here. 1 minute and 50 seconds here to go in the first quarter. 16-11 Winnacunnet on 105.1 WBNH and BCTV 23. If you happen to be out in the car listening to the radio and you get home, you could put on channel 23. Looks like Mokus got fouled right there. He's going to step to the line. We have 14 fouls on Bedford and 3 on Winnacunnet. Mokus is going to shoot 2, and the second of the Chartier triplets is going to be checking in, and that is going to be Christopher Chartier checking in. He's going to be coming in for Connor Crowley. Mokus is a little bit off tonight. He missed the 3 badly. He missed that free throw badly.
That was a great move, though. He really did a good job keeping his dribble as he went around the Anderson pick and drove the baseline. Let's see if he can at least make the second one here.
Yeah, he's a natural point guard. There he is. A nice little stroke for Mokus. Get him going a little bit here.
Always good to see one go in from the free throw line.
All right, so it's 16-12, minute 30 to go in the first quarter. And that's number 15 for Winnacunnet that just checked in. That's Evan Welch for 3. Wow, there's Shockey, the 6'6" junior, showing range, knocking down a 3 with Anderson in his face.
That is just a tough combination with him and Allen both being able to knock down 3s. They're 2 biggest guys who can rebound, pass, and obviously shoot from the perimeter.
Yeah, Andrew, you mentioned it earlier, the first possession of the game, help defense by Winnacunnet. Their team defense seems to be sensational.
Yep. They're playing really smart ball tonight.
Shockey, if he looks up, Arsenal's going to have another run out. Chris Chartier tries to catch him, and he does not. Elmo's thinking timeout maybe right now. 21-12. This game, I was thinking this game's going to be played in the 50s, maybe the 60s. Right now, they're on pace to be in the 80s. I don't think they can keep this pace, but 21-12 with 1 minute to go here in the opening quarter. Mokus from the wing. Pick and roll with Harry LeGoyan. He's got to watch another turnover pop. Yeah, it's going to be another turnover. There's Arsenal, save to Max Chartier. Up ahead to Anderson. Shockey would be better just letting him go. Nice little jump, nice little dump off there. That was a great pass by Anderson. Chartier just came up short. And I would say maybe you think about holding for 1, but not at the pace of this game right here. Not the way Winnacunnet likes to play. This is a fun team. I think Bedford's got to control the pace a little more. Welch with the potential turnover. Yep, Harrison LeGoyan looked to push to Chartier. If he's smart, he'll take it right at him, and he did take it right at him. And not only, he's getting the 2 free throws, yes, but that's 2 fouls on Shockey.
Right.
That's more important than anything.
Huge play in the last 30 seconds of the first quarter. And it does look like Shockey's going to come to the bench. They've got a Warrior ready to check in. We'll see if Shockey takes a breather.
Oh, they can't take a chance. I mean, that's one of those ones, it's tough to take the competitiveness out of a kid, but you would have been better off just letting him go.
Yep.
Andy Paul with the call. Chartier makes the free throw and makes it 21-13. As expected, Shockey comes out of the game, replaced by number 14. First time he's entering the game is John Simmons Jr., the 6'5" senior. Andrew, they come in with guys that are bigger than the other guy.
Right.
This is a big, big team, this Winnacunnet Warriors. All right, so they have 17 seconds at this point, up 21-13. They're going to just look to hold for the last shot right here. And Allen, who's been running the point for the Winnacunnet Warriors, checked by Mokus. We got 5 seconds left. 4. There's Arsenal. 3, 2, and it's a travel. Yep, Gary Walsh has the call.
Great D by Max Chartier there to force the violation.
That's their best defensive stand of the game right there. So we got 1.4 seconds to go. We got Bob Thomas on the clock. And the ball's touched. Harry LeGoyan. The 3 is up, and it's good. I think that is a hometown clock. But Bobby T, yep, has a long 1.4 seconds, but that was a good job. Inbounds pass to set up Harry LeGoyan, and that certainly changes the momentum of the game here in the last 20 seconds. Once Shockey picks up his second foul, and instead of being a 9-point game, this thing was close to getting away from him. We're sitting at 21-16 right there.
Absolutely. That was a huge bucket by LeGoyan, and you're right. It was almost like the play was in slow motion.
It was. He caught it. He faked.
He made a dribble. He dribbled left.
And sometimes maybe it's not Bob on the clock. That could have been sometimes the ref is slow on the chop. But Bob just looks for the chop. That's when he starts the clock. But Winnacunnet was certainly not happy. But you know what? You got to respect the call and you got to move on. So far, the refs in the first quarter did a great job. 2 of the best officials we have. I mean, the fans here are treated to a great basketball game. I mean,
yep. Yep, 4 fouls for each team. Shockey in trouble with 2 early, but pretty clean game overall, and just great shooting, especially by Winnacunnet. I mean, they were on fire. Allen was unstoppable, but Bedford, to only be down 5, they've got to be happy with where they're at right now.
They're very fortunate to be down 5. But one thing that they have is they got some size and they got some athletes, and I'm sure a lot of these kids are also football players.
Yeah, you hear a lot about in the NBA guys that are long wing players. There's a lot of length on this team
and beef too. I mean, they got some beef, and it's Shockey. It's a big thing. He's got his 2 fouls, but they got a lot of guys on this team can play. They are by no means a one-man team. This kid's impressive. This 5'9" Zachary Waterhouse. I think I've been mixing up a few players. I apologize at the time, but number 5 is Zachary Waterhouse, not Arsenal. He's been great. I mean, he's had runouts. And he's a guy that Coach Elmendorf said we got to look out for, and Waterhouse has been sensational. There's an off-ball foul there by Doyle, Matthew Doyle, the 6'2" senior, picks up the 15th foul.
Yeah, that last drive at Waterhouse was great. He penetrated through the defense, and he's had a couple breakaway layups as well.
Yeah, Waterhouse has been impressive. Waterhouse, Allen, Shockey. This is an impressive team. Mokus likes that fake where he almost lets go of the ball with the head fake. His dad, who is a legendary youth coach in town, well-coached player, Nick Mokus.
Yeah, you can see his basketball IQ.
Yeah, his dad was a great coach in the St. George's CYO program. He's a well-coached kid. His older brother, George, played for Bedford High School a few years back. 32nd timeout here by Coach Elmendorf. First time out of the game.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Elmendorf wants to, set up a play here. It came out of the quarter, gave up a bucket, trailing by 7 now, and he realizes it's still an important juncture here. Keep this game close and get things going here in the second quarter and see if they can make a run of their own.
I'd like to thank our new AD here in town. Welcome us with hospitality, providing us with waters. Corey Parker, a Bedford native, doing a great job here with this sports program. But I got to tell you, it was walking into this gym for the first time and not seeing Mr. Bill Whitmore, the longtime athletic director, but I heard he's doing well. He's an assistant coach up with his son at the New Hampton School coaching basketball. So here we go, Chris Chartier on the point. Ball's back in play, 23-16. Winnacunnet leads by 7. Mokus for 3 from the deep corner, and he finds the back rim again. Legoyan, little turnover there. He made the play. Legoyan's kind of the Green of last year's team, the guy that just made things happen for this team, doing all the little things. Mokus playing D, his hands are all over him. Gary Walsh with a 5 count, he might get it, nope. Nice move there, wow. That's number 23.
That's
Benjamin Allen again. Bedford, you talked about the help defense of Winnacunnet. Bedford's help defense is just not there right now. They've given up 25 points. They got to tighten that up and tighten up the turnovers as well.
Yeah, once he got into the lane, he split 2 defenders, and
Chartier throws the ball over the backboard. Sometimes I get confused what's in and what's out, whether the top is out and the side is in, but there's a turnover there, unforced turnover there. What do you think of the pace for Bedford? Is this where they want to play? Do they want to play at this pace, or do they want to play a little slower?
I would say they want to play a little bit slower, obviously look for turnovers and get some fast breaks, but yeah, Winnacunnet is dictating the pace, and in the half-court offense, Bedford's got to find a way to body up and stop them and slow them down, because they're getting their first action that they want most times into their preferred shot.
Yeah, so the third nice move by, the rim is just unkind for Anderson. Anderson with those moves are so impressive, but the shots are just not falling. Is that the 16th foul? It's the 16th foul.
Looks like they got John Simmons Jr. with that, his first.
So they're going to be shooting 1-and-1 the rest of the way until the 10 foul bonus. There's the third of the Chartier brothers, number 10.
Steve for
Chartier,
3.
For 3.
Got it.
As we mentioned him checking in, he knocks down the 3. How special is that for the family to have 3 boys, triplets, all in the field being impact players? I see those boys at the executive all the time working harder in their game, and they've improved to the point where they're an integral part of this team. There's our guy Waterhouse, high pick and roll. He can shoot it or drive it. He's a threat. He's a triple. There's Allen. He's very comfortable being 6'4", handling the ball. A long 3 right there from John Simmons Jr. He missed it.
They finally missed.
We got a foul. We got a reach in here. and Bedford's going to be shooting 1-1. This game has slowed. You know, the pace that we were talking about in the 80s is no longer there. Winnacunnet certainly in the last 3.5 minutes, last 4 minutes, they've only scored 4 points.
Yeah, well, Shockey's still on the bench.
Certainly a big part, and Bedford hasn't turned it over, giving Winnacunnet a chance for runouts. Here's Harry Legoyan for 1-1, the front end. Bends, shoots, and up, and it looks good, and it is all net for Harry.
Yeah, Harry did a great job securing that rebound as Winnacunnet finally missed a three. He got fouled right away.
His second is up, front rim and out. Rebounded by Welch. Pushed by number 4, Brendan Kazmarczyk. He's a twin on this team. We haven't seen his brother Ryan out here yet. Brendan Kazmarczyk to Doyle, to Waterhouse. 14, John Simmons Jr., front rim and out. Max Chartier with the rebound and the push. He's got Anderson on the run out. Anderson loves those spin moves. He finds Chartier in the corner. Steve Mokas with the skip pass. Sometimes when you throw the skip passes, you can't look right at it. They were reading his eyes.
Yeah, Winnacunnet's smart on defense. They stole the one from Lagulan a couple possessions ago, and they got their hand on that one as well. You're
100% right. They play passing lanes. Mokas, Bedford again in that 1-4 set out of bounds in the zone. Mokas finds Chartier in the corner. That's Stephen Chartier. I got to identify the Chartiers. Stephen and Max are on the court right now, and there's Max. Winnacunnet knows where Max Chartier is at all times. Legoyan with another turnover. He's got to cut those down. There's Waterhouse. From deep three, front rim and out, no good. Rebound by Stephen Chartier. The foul on number 14, John Simmons Jr. The Winnacunnet fans are not happy with the referees right now, but they are reffing a solid game. We're going to have Liam O'Connell checking back in.
Couple of gifts there from Winnacunnet. Fouling a rebounder, 75 feet from the basket. 2 consecutive no-nos.
One thing is with Shockey on the bench, you kind of see how much he means to this offense. I mean, they're kind of, Waterhouse is talented, Allen is talented offensively, but everything kind of runs through Shockey. With him on the bench, they just seem to have no rhythm, no flow.
Yeah, because he's been distributing as well. He hasn't scored that much tonight yet, but he takes a lot of defensive attention, and he's helped give Allen the space and Watterson the space they need to do their damage.
I'm not sure what the discrepancy is here on the court. We have Andy Paul and Gary Walsh. We're in discussion here with the Bob Thomas here, and the head coach of Winnacunnet is Jay McKenna.
Looks like they're figuring out who the foul was on. And I believe they're going to give it to John Simmons Jr. That's his second, number 14. That's the 9th team foul. But Bedford's still shooting 1-1.
So to set the stage, we have 4:25 here left in the opening half. Bedford trails Winnacunnet Warriors 25-20 in boys Division I basketball here at Bedford High School Gymnasium.
That was Steve Chartier making the first of 2.
Steve's come in and picked up 4 quick. Now make that 5 quick points for Stephen Chartier. Okay, so we are also not only live on WBNH, we're also live on BCTV channel 23. When you get home out of the car, you can put this game on the TV. This is an entertaining basketball game. The crowd, the student section, there's Waterhouse, and 1. Anderson picking up a second foul. Anderson, there's a little bit of unrest here with the Bedford team. They're fighting with each other about the help defense, and that's kind of been the thing tonight.
Yeah, Anderson came over to help there, but he reached in too much. It was kind of a cheap foul. He didn't even really go for the block. He just reached in a little bit and got a touch foul called on him.
Yeah, and this guy, 6'2" senior, number 5, Zachary Waterhouse, with a good-looking stroke to put Winnacunnet up 28-22 here. We haven't seen Connor Crowley here in a while. He had a good opening first quarter, but he's been on the bench. But Chartier's come in and given good minutes. There's Mokas in the deep corner to Max Chartier, to Steve Chartier, to Liam O'Connell. Liam, who had a nice 3-point play earlier. Which way are they going to go with that call? Max Chartier he's one of the best at drawing those fouls. He goes to the hoop hard. He's fearless. And that was Doyle's, I think, at least his second, maybe third foul. I'm not sure. But Gary Walsh with the emphatic block call right there. The Bedford High students are in a whiteout tonight behind the bench.
Yeah, and they've got that section stocked, but they need a couple more buckets here to get fired up and see if Bedford can use the home crowd to their advantage.
Yeah, and we talk about crowds Tuesday night, a little preview of the two most dominant teams in girls basketball, Division I. The Bishop Girton Cardinals, the two-time defending champions, will be traveling to Bedford High School Gymnasium on Tuesday night. The game will once again be live on 105.1 and BCTV channel 23. That's Tuesday night. A treat. Make sure if you can't be here live, catch it on the radio or TV.
Max got the second of 2 free throws there to cut the lead to 5, 28-23.
And there's Allen. Mokus all over him. Tenacious defender. Oh, he turned the corner. Waterhouse is tough. Zachary Waterhouse, the 6'2" senior. Coach Elmendorf's squad has no answer for him tonight.
Nice high weave there. Winnacunnet mixing up their looks on offense. That was well drawn out and executed.
Oh, nope. O'Connell with the play. Oh, the scoop shot, no good. Rebound and the foul on O'Connell. You know what that was? That's a frustration foul.
Exactly.
Disappointed with himself and missing the layup, and he reached in. The 16th foul on Bedford.
Yeah, fortunately, Winnacunnet will not be shooting on that one.
No, there was a string of like 6 straight foul calls against Winnacunnet. So the old Bronx cheer from the Winnacunnet faithful over here. Okay, so Benjamin Allen brings the ball across center court.
Shockey still on the bench with 2. Winnacunnet thinking, well, why risk him getting his third if we're still up by 7?
Allen from deep 3, no good. Rebound by Lagoyan. He's making his presence felt. He's been impressive underneath. As you said, not tall, but he's a factor. The 6'1" forward. Liam O'Connell to Harry Lagoyan to Chartier, who's getting some big-time minutes right here. O'Connell kicks it out to Harry. Doyle had to be careful. That guy's just a man among boys down there on the boards. Not high, not tall. There's Allen, picked up by Mokus. This game has slowed down significantly here in the second quarter to the pace that we thought it was going to be at.
Bedford still in their man-to-man defense. Straight
man all game, yep, exactly. A little bump by Mokus, he gets away with it. They find Simmons in the corner. Oh, a little up and under by the lefty. Rebound Mokus, no, he's Chartier. Max Chartier gets the rebound there. That was number 3, Travis Arsenal on the miss right there. So we have 2 minutes to go here in the half. 2 minutes. There's a reach-in foul. So Liam O'Connell's going to be shooting 2. So after the first shot, we're going to have Cole Glennon, the 6'1" senior forward, checking in for the first time in this game. So this is a chance where, what kind of strategy you go with, Andrew? You got Anderson sitting on the bench and Shockey on the bench. Do you rest Anderson here, or do you kind of try to take advantage with Shockey on the bench?
He's got 2 fouls now too, right?
Anderson's got 2? Okay.
And I think that's why he's going to sit out the rest of the half.
You got to rest him too then, yeah. And Anderson's a guy that could fill this thing up. He's been having a very productive year this year, but he could be a guy in the 20s. I think they got to pound the ball into him all day long.
Yeah, and you're right. With Shockey out, it would be great if Anderson would still be on the court to try and take advantage of that absence, but he picked up that cheap second, so now he's watching.
So little by little, Bedford's chipping away at this game. Winnacunnet has kind of hit a little bit of a drought. They've only had 9 points in the last 8 minutes of basketball. It's 30-25 with 1 minute and 40 seconds here to go on Bedford Radio 105.1 and BCTV channel 23, both live tonight.
Winnacunnet being even more deliberate now on offense.
There's Arsenal. The follow by number 22, Wesley Falzerano, with his first hoop of the game.
Yeah, he just checked in for John Simmons Jr., who picked up his 3rd foul.
So far, the depth in this game advantage Winnacunnet for sure. They're bringing guys off the bench that are big and can play. Max Chartier with the spin move, kicks it out to Harry. To Cole Glennon, to Mokus. Mokus, the floor leader. The lefty, he likes to pull it with that fake. We know he's got that fake. He's in trouble right now. Maybe a possible, no, nice little spin move. Nice strong move by Mokus. No, he's been off tonight.
Yeah,
he's playing a solid, yeah, he got
bumped on that one.
He did, he got bumped. All right, so we got under a minute here to go, 50 seconds, 32-25, Winnacunnet. They have not had to use a timeout tonight. They're still sitting on 5. Coach McKenna's just going to let them play. They are a senior team. The lefty pull-up, 34-25. These high pick and rolls are giving Bedford fits. Coach Elmo's going to have to make some kind of adjustment against that because there's no help defense after the pick and roll. You got to hedge it. You got to squeeze it from up top. Gary Paul. Andy Paul with the call. It's going to be 2 shots here, Chartier.
Yeah,
he's
on that last
offense.
defensive possession, Lagulon, he tried to help, and he just was a half step late. And Arsenault, who's a shorter guard, was able to get that little floater off in the middle of the lane there without any trouble.
There's no help. I mean, some guys are hedging the picks, some guys are switching it. They got to get on the same page. I think they just got to try to fight through the picks. But you run that risk of them hitting that deep 3. And there's Chartier, who's just been a little bit off from the line right now. 27 seconds to go here. 34-25. Bedford trails the visiting Winnacunnet Warriors, the 4-0 Winnacunnet Warriors. Chartier, the second of 2, is up, and it is good to make it a 8-point game. 34-26, 26 seconds to go. Coach McKenna is urging his team on to possibly hold for 1 shot, but no. Waterhouse from 3, front rim and out. Doyle, there's the lefty again. Oh, you know what? He's not going to be shooting. He's going to be shooting 1-1. Gary Walsh called it on the floor.
Yeah, he went with the pass there right as he was getting the contact. So it'll be 1-1, you're right, instead of 2.
Yeah, so that's Travis Arsenal, a lefty. Waterhouse just came down, and I thought they were going to possibly hold for 3, just launched.
Yeah, he got that look he liked, and he just took it.
Yeah, he's an impressive shooter, though. Just front rimming out. Here's Arsenal, the front end of a 1-1. Nice rotation on that stroke. It is good. Extends the lead to 35-29 with 16 seconds here to go. Any foul at all will be 2 shots for Bedford. On 105.1 Bedford Radio, BCTV channel 23. Here's Mokus with 12 seconds. Winnacunnet traps. They're like in a 1-3-1 half-court trap. To Glennon, to Chartier, to Mokus. He's going to eye that 3 down. Mokus to Chartier. The challenge by, wow! Number 10, Stephen Chartier, the 5'10" senior, played a second quarter to remember.
8 points in that second quarter.
8 points.
Great clutch shot there right at the first half buzzer. Makes the score 36-29 and gets the lead under that magic number 10. They keep it in single digits here going into halftime.
Yeah, we're set up. We're going to get Anderson back in the game. We're going to get Shockey back in the game. 36-29. We're going to take a break here for the halftime. We'll be back in a few minutes here. Chris Cameron, Andrew Hansen, please come back for that second half. It's going to be an entertaining one. Bedford Boys Basketball with the Winnacunnet visiting Warriors leading 36-29. Basketball, we got a good one here tonight, Andrew. Bedford, the home team, trails the Winnacunnet Warriors 36-29. Chris Cameron here with Andrew Hansen. Andrew, you're going to give us a little bit of the recap from scores and give me your thoughts on the first half.
Yeah, so Lauren Fox kept the stats for us. First half for Bedford, Stephen Chartier led the way with 8, all in the second quarter. Max Chartier had 7. Liam O'Connell chipped in 5. Harry Lagulon had 4, including that 3 at the buzzer at the end of the first quarter. Connor Crowley had 2, Anderson 2, Mokus 1. For Winnacunnet, leading scorer was Waterhouse with 14, Benjamin Allen 12, Shockey 4, Arsenault 4, Falzerano 2. And you know the key is defensively. How are we going to slow down Waterhouse and Allen? We got to figure out a solution to these guys.
Yeah, and as you said earlier and throughout the game, it's the help defense. There's no help. But what a pleasant surprise for Stephen Chartier to score 8 points to be the leading scorer at the half. All right, so Liam O'Connell, the starting 5 is back in for each team. There's Mokus from O'Connell, Anderson. Both bigs have 2 fouls each. Connor Crowley on the dribble handoff to Anderson at the elbow, to Mokus. High pick and roll by Anderson. Mokus with the backdoor cut, throws it away. And there goes Doyle off and running to Allen. Allen to Shockey. The little Euro step floater. Great rebound by Mokus because Doyle was all over his back. Mokus pushes up to Chartier. He looks to slash. Challenged by Allen. Front rim. Anderson's got to be careful. The 6'6" Shockey, who should be fresh right now, who sat the last, 12 minutes of that game?
8 plus minutes.
Yeah.
Went out at the end of the first quarter, never came in the second. He's got 2 fouls. Anderson's got 2. We got to keep a close eye on that matchup here in the third quarter.
Shockey to Waterhouse in the corner, to Arsenal, to Allen. Oh, a little spin Little block-to-block screen right there. Foul line, Shockey. No shot clock in New Hampshire basketball right there. Blocked away by Chartier, so you could just take time off the clock. We could talk about this at a late, maybe the next time we work together and it's a blowout, we could talk about a shot clock. But I watched the game the other day between Merrimack and BG, and Merrimack took 2.5 minutes off the clock with no shot. That's a travel there by Shockey. Nolan Anderson playing some great post defense. Travel by Shockey. Still not able to get into the flow of this game. Bedford ball. Mokus will inbound to Crowley.
That's the key. Anderson just moved his feet, kept his body between Shockey and the basket, and forced a turnover.
There's O'Connell behind the back, little spin move. Liam O'Connell for 2 to cut that Winnacunnet lead to 36-31 with 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And Winnacunnet will be attacking the basket of the Doghouse, Bedford Pride, whatever they call it now, but it is a loud traveling down to that basket. There's Waterhouse, D by Crowley. Nice little pull-up jumper. That kid is smooth.
Yeah, he just backed his way into the paint there. Couple fake spin moves and made the 6 or 7 footer.
Anderson with that patented spin move, not getting any calls, not getting anything to fall right now. As Harry said, our producer, it could have been Mokus just giving up the shot right there. I'm not sure what was going on with that. But Waterhouse missed a wide open 3. Crowley, he drew it. He did the old head whip to get the call there, the first foul of the second half. The foul is on Gary, 23. That foul is going to be...
That's 3 on Allen.
Yeah, Allen, who's had a very good first half.
He's had an outstanding game. Coach McKenna going to leave him in right now, it looks like.
So welcome to boys basketball here on Bedford 105.1 and BCTV channel 23. Chris Cameron here with Andrew Hansen. We have 4-0 Winnacunnet Warriors leading the Bedford Bulldogs 38-31 here in the early minutes of the third quarter.
Crowley just off the front rim on that 3. Rebound cleared away by Shockey.
What are they going to call here? Block, yeah. Andy Paul wasn't sure. No hoop, but they're just calling it on the floor. And that could be Anderson's third.
It looks like it's his third.
That could be Anderson's third. Is that 2 or 3? Wait.
That's 3.
That is his third. You're right, Andrew. That's his third foul on Anderson. He's got to be careful now and see if Winnacunnet could take advantage of that with Shockey down on the block. So Bedford looks like they are... they need some energy in this building right now.
Yep.
I mean, it's Friday night. The students want to get excited about something.
Yep, down 7. Got to get a couple buckets here to draw even and get some chance going from the Bulldog Pride.
The lefty
section.
Arsenal misses it. Mokus, he's not scoring tonight, but he's doing all the little things. He's dominating the glass.
Well, that's the sign of a great player, when you can contribute even though your shot's not falling.
Liam O'Connell feeling it right now.
5 quick points for him in the third.
Yeah, a 3
That's
from
the spark Bedford needed.
Yes, I was going to say they need a 3. They need someone to hit the floor, pick up a charge. 38-34, Liam O'Connell with 5 straight. Bedford trails with 4 minutes to go. Anderson has to be careful down there. Shockey got him off his feet.
Yeah, he had great position. Anderson fortunate not to get that 4th foul there.
Nice move by Anderson. Coach McKenna does not seem phased over there at all at this run that Bedford's putting him on. Anderson with the 2 to make it 38-36 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds here to go in the third quarter. This third quarter's been all Bedford.
Yeah, Anderson showing a lot of emotion after that bucket, running down the court.
Nowhere to go. Anderson doing a great job going straight up. There's Liam O'Connell pushing it. He's feeling it right now.
1 more bucket will tie it, 38-36.
Mokus with his patented ball fake pull-up and he knocks it down.
Oh, it's huge.
As we said, he's doing all the little things. Coach McKenna needs a timeout here. He can't wait any longer.
Sure does.
There's his timeout here. As you said, 38-38. There's the energy in this building that they need. And it's Mokus that's giving it to him, and it's Anderson that's giving it to him.
Yeah, that 3 was O'Connell.
O'Connell for 3.
In the middle of that run, he had the layup.
Yep.
He had the layup. Mokus with the jumper. And that was the spurt Bedford needed to get back in the game, regain the momentum, get the crowd into it. Now the music's playing, and Coach McKenna for Winnacunnet had to call a timeout there.
Yeah, and Coach Elmo, in his short time here as a head coach, he's been a long-time coach in the Bedford program for years, but he put in his time, he's deserving. But one thing that I've seen is he's one of the best at making halftime adjustments. I mean, coming out of that halftime, you know, he gets his team fired up. Just those little adjustments. Next thing you know, this game, which was getting away from him, they're now tied up.
Yep, that was a 9-2 run to get things started. Winnacunnet had really, you know, put the brakes on offensively. They were in no hurry. Like you said, start talking about running there's no shot clock, taking their time, but now they've got to mix it up, and let's see what adjustments they make coming out of the timeout.
So elsewhere in boys Division I hoops, we have the 5-0 undefeated Londonderry Lancers trailing Exeter 41-35 here at the end of the third quarter. That's a big game there.
And as you call those scores, Waterhouse got into the paint there and drew a foul.
So Allen will take the ball out from underneath. Anderson on the bench to see if Shockey could take advantage of that. Burgoyne playing good defense. To Waterhouse, to Doyle, the big man from three. That's not his thing. A long rebound out to Waterhouse, dumps it into, the big man. We thought he was going to go up and throw it down, but he just laid it in.
Really slick underhanded pass there by Waterhouse, threading the needle to Shockey.
These kids can ball. 40-38, 3 minutes. This is a rapidly played third quarter here at Bedford. Look at O'Connell. That kid just looks smooth. What a third quarter. That's 7 points for Liam O'Connell tonight.
I want to know what he ate or drank at halftime. He's a new man in this third quarter.
He's looking like his cousin of the Portland Trailblazers. First cousin, TJ Lehman. There's Doyle. Skip pass from Shockey. Waterhouse misses it. Wow, all the shots that were falling in the first half, Andrew, they're not falling in the second. 40-40, 2:40 to go here in the third.
Yeah, they've come back to earth a little bit with their shooting percentage. That's for sure.
There's Crowley calling out the set right now, but both teams playing straight man-to-man. Other than a few out-of-bounds plays underneath, everything's been straight man-to-man. High pick and roll from Harry Burgoyne to Connor Crowley, to Chartier for three. He can hit the three, but he likes to slash. He's more of a slasher. Skip pass to Crowley, picked up by Arsenal. High pick and roll, Mokus. Crowley to O'Connell, who's feeling it, drives the baseline. Knocked away by the 6'6" Shockey.
Yeah, Shockey and Arsenal, quick double team there, and Shockey got his hands on it. Used his length.
Max Chartier to inbounds underneath. Up top to Harry Burgoyne. To Max Chartier.
This is looking like a 2-3 zone here.
Yeah, a little kick ball. Every time they go out of bounds underneath, they slip into that zone. Let's see if they look to match up now at the ball. Where is he putting it?
John Simmons Jr. checking in for Winnacunnet. He's got 3 fouls. Matthew Doyle goes to the bench.
Mokus will inbound. Sometimes they like to get the ball back to the inbounder on this play right here. Chartier in the corner, throws it back. There's Mokus in the corner.
You called it.
And they called it, but they didn't get the shot. I think scouted. 42 is that Bedford's first lead of the game. 42-40 by Chartier.
Yeah, Mokus with a little give and go there with Chartier. Max scores in the paint.
High post, Shockey. He's got the size advantage. Oh, wow, he got the call. He got the call, but if you go to the hoop, you're going to get those calls. He's got a huge size advantage, but Shockey gets fouled. He'll be shooting 2 here on Bedford Radio 105.1 and BCTV Channel 23. We're live on both. An entertaining game here, Andrew. Bedford, NHIA Division I boys basketball at its best.
Absolutely. And nice help there from O'Connell. He got his hand on the ball, but they got Mokus from the front fouling Shockey there. Mokus' first foul of the night.
Okay, so he misses the first. Shockey going to be taking the second of 2. He's shooting into the doghouse.
And you mentioned that first lead of the night for Bedford at 42-40. They really worked hard to get there. And let's see if this changes the momentum for the rest of the game, because they finally got over the hump.
Yeah, you know what? You're right, Andrew. They switched to the 2-3. They're in it. Mokus, he's been long all night. There's a rebound by Allen. Even though he's kind of a forward, he's kind of a point forward for this team right now. The 6'4" junior, Mokus, playing great on the ball defense all night. Shockey at the top of the key. Maybe better served getting him the ball down on the block. A little high-low action. Oh, Crowley looking for the call, but the hoop is good by Zachary Waterhouse, the 6'2" senior.
Yeah, Shockey, nice pass from the top of the key there, finding his guard.
Chartier. O'Connell driving the baseline with the dish to Chartier. That's good unselfish play right there. Bedford takes the lead back, 44-43 here with under a minute here to go, 45 seconds to be exact, on Bedford 105.1 and BCTV. Waterhouse, that's a big time play. That's a big time fadeaway shot right there by Waterhouse to give Winnacunnet the lead back, 45-44. Yeah. 30 seconds to go here.
Turnaround over that right shoulder, about 15-footer from the corner. No hesitation. There's no way to defend that shot.
So it looks like Coach Elmo calling out play 1. They'll be content to hold for 1. You don't want to go too early at this point to give Winnacunnet another chance. Oh, we got him in the air. He got him up. That's a great hesitation fake right there. Waterhouse, the very smart and smooth player that he is, got caught leaning in right there. Chartier with a chance to shoot 2. He's not been great on the line tonight, but throughout the course of his great career, he's been a very, very productive free throw shooter, especially in crunch time.
Heady move there by Max to get Waterhouse in the air. Draw the contact on the mid-range jumper.
Nice stroke right there to tie the game up for Chartier, 45-45. He's the guy they're going to look to go to in crunch time. They're getting some Anderson some good rest here. Be interested to see if Coach goes to Steve Chartier here in the fourth quarter because he had a great third quarter. There's Chartier missing side rim on that one. 10 seconds, Winnacunnet's going to look for 1 shot. There's Waterhouse. That kid he got some good spring in his game. Really good spring. Half court, O'Connell, he's been on fire! Just misses the half court shot right there. So we go into the fourth quarter, 47-45. Winnacunnet leads Bedford. But as we said, we got a good one here. Chris Cameron along with Andrew Hansen on Bedford 105.1 and BCTV channel 23.
Yeah, wow. I mean, Waterhouse just displayed a lot of offensive prowess there towards the end of the third quarter. On that last play, he kind of posted up Crowley on the perimeter, used his size as an advantage and got to the rack and scored. He scored off the pass from Shockey from the top of the key. He made that baseline turnaround. Bedford's just had their hands full with him, and he's keeping Winnacunnet right in this game. On the other side of the ball, O'Connell had a great quarter, and the way he played in that quarter, that half-court heave there, it looked good from our angle, and wouldn't have been surprised if it had gone in. That buzzer beater.
It looked right on. It was they had that buzzer beater that was kind of the momentum changer here was Harry Legoyan's three-pointer. It was at the end of the half or the end of the first quarter.
End of the first quarter.
End of the first quarter he played. All right. So we got 47-45. We got Crowley on the court. We have Max Chartier, Nick Mokas, Liam O'Connell, and Nolan Anderson's back in. For Winnacunnet, we got Waterhouse, Allen, Simmons, Shockey, and number 4 is Kazmarczyk.
Quick stats update. O'Connell now with 12 points, leading Bedford, along with Max Chartier with 12. Foul trouble, Anderson's got 3. Waterhouse now has 19 for Winnacunnet. Bedford outscored Winnacunnet 16-11 in that third quarter to bring it to 47-45 as we get started here in the fourth quarter.
There's some other scores around the state. We got Bedford leading Nashua South, BG leading Nashua South 42-32. And the other big game we have, we'll update you when we get a late score between Exeter and Londonderry.
That last play, Max Chartier got his hands in there, almost got a steal at midcourt, but then it got deflected back off of him out of bounds.
So possession arrow goes to Bedford. Bedford has 3 timeouts. Winnacunnet has 4. And Bedford, for the first time, is playing a little 2-3 zone right here. A little flop by Crowley. Allen, kick out. Oh, that's going to be going the other way. Good call by Gary Walsh right there.
Yeah, Shockey set up Kazmarczyk in the corner there, but he lost the handle. Bedford now with a chance to tie or take the lead down 2.
Yeah, interesting. Both teams for 2.5 quarters, pretty much 3 quarters, go straight man. Now both teams are slipping into, well, it looks like Winnacunnet's back to their man-to-man. Crowley splitting the, Crowley drawing the foul by the big man, Shockey. 7:14 left here to go. Boys Division I basketball here on 105.1, Bedford 105.1 and BCTV channel 23. Boys Division I basketball, Winnacunnet Warriors leading 47-45.
Yeah, third foul on Shockey there. No doubter there. He really came over for the block, but got a lot of body and Crowley steps up and hits his first.
Crowley hits the first to make it 47-46, the second of 2. Referee Andy Paul's going to wave in Arsenal, and Doyle checking out as Karsmarczyk and Simmons for Winnacunnet here. Crowley, second shot up. Oh man, he got 2 friendly home court rolls right there as Coach Elmo laughs at that one as well. So 47-47, 7 minutes here to go in the fourth quarter. Can't say game at this point because this game has OT written all over it. Waterhouse from the deep corner with his Euro step. Good help defense by Anderson. Outlet to Mokas, 47-47, Mokas. Anderson, Shockey, Anderson misses it. That was a good challenge by Shockey. Allen for Winnacunnet. Crowley picking him up. The referee, Gary Walsh, giving the 5 count. Deep corner to Doyle. Nowhere to go. The lefty, Arsenal, front rim and out. Mokas, I don't know how many, are you keeping rebound stats? But Mokas, that's his 5th rebound. 5th rebound of the game for Mokas. And 1. Looks like Allen picked up. I'm not sure how many. The hoop is good.
That's going to be 4 on Allen.
And Max Chartier gives Bedford the 49-47 lead here with a chance to give them a 3-point lead with 6:20 here to go.
What a huge play. Big bucket by Max. Draws the 4th foul on Allen.
Max is just a scorer. I mean, he can slash all game long. Free throws up and good. 50-47.
That makes Max 5 of 9 from the line tonight.
Coach McKenna from Winnacunnet takes a timeout. It's probably going to be a full one. He needs to regroup.
Bedford now with a 3-point edge, 50-47, 6:21 left in the fourth.
So from scores, we have a final Alvern 70-57 over Pinkerton. Alvern's got a strong team led by Matt Bonnie Lyles this year. Sohegan leads Hanover 19-13. Central 35-33 early in that one over Nashua North.
Bedford's zone defense in the last few possessions has really been effective. Let's see what Winnacunnet does here. Let's see what they do with Shockey and Allen, how they position them to try and beat the zone. The last couple of possessions, they've really been kind of all around the perimeter. They haven't really gotten anything going in the middle of the paint. And it looks like Bedford is going to stay in that zone.
Yeah, that 2-3 zone. They got Shockey out in the deep corner right here. Shockey stole by Chartier. And the layup, the run out is good to give Bedford a 5-point lead, 52-47. Coach Elmo slipping into that zone. We talked about at the open how he likes to mix it up. That's been the difference in this game right now is this zone. They have no answer for it. Waterhouse from 3, it's good. That was just a ball fake. That was just a good offensive play. 52-50. Waterhouse for 3. How many is that in the game for him?
It's at 22, I think. That was Waterhouse just being a one-man wrecking crew with that nice individual move to get free for 3.
O'Connell has the advantage over Doyle. He can drive by him. Charty with a pull-up. Looks like it's just going to be long. Rebound by Arsenal. And Waterhouse is just content to just slow it down. Yep, they're sitting in this 2-3, trapping a little bit when they can. Waterhouse for deep, no good. Doyle, great rebound there by Max Chartier. 52-50, the run out. Liam O'Connell behind the back to Anderson. Anderson's no one playing him. He could have went right in. He didn't notice it. Oh, he's close to traveling on that. Crowley, wide open look for 3. There's Max Chartier to Crowley. High pick and roll by Mokas. Crowley slips the pick, and he gets hit on the head. Andy Paul with the call, 52-50. Bedford leads as Connor Crowley goes to the line.
Second time in the last couple minutes that Crowley has made a nice aggressive move to the hole and drawn the foul.
And that's the 4th foul. They haven't put it up yet. Crowley's free throw is good. 53-50.
Allen checking back in for Winnacunnet. He's got 4, but they need him out there on offense. So let's see if Bedford continues to be aggressive and see if they can draw that 5th on Allen.
It's their largest lead of the game, 54-50 here on Bedford 105.1 and BCTV 23. Bedford playing the 2-3 zone. I would like to get the ball to Shockey down low, not out in that deep corner right there. Bedford just seems more comfortable playing the zone defensively. They're more active.
Yeah, they've found some energy, and Winnacunnet can't overcome it right now.
They got to watch the quick lob to Shockey right here.
There it is.
Yep.
You called it.
Oh, he just missed a bunny. And there's a foul on Shockey. You know what? That's a frustration foul. He missed a little bunny. It was a good set play they ran. You could see it coming right there.
Now that's 4 on Shockey, as
Coach,
well as 4 on Allen.
What do you do? What do you do, Andrew? Just let him play?
I let him play. 4 minutes left. Down 4. You know, if they had a lead, maybe you take them out until the 3-minute mark. But this is a critical juncture in the game with Bedford up 4.
Yeah, Anderson wants that ball. He knows he's got 4. He loves those spin moves. Connor Crowley, 7-point lead. The Bedford Bulldogs are on fire. Connor Crowley with a 3 with 5 straight points for the Bulldogs. They lead 57-50 here with 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it's been Crowley's quarter so far after O'Connell had the 3rd quarter.
Great. You know what? Shockey's just looking for a call. He's looking for calls. I mean, that's just good defense. Anderson's playing great D. He went straight up.
Seems like all of a sudden Bedford now has this 7-point lead as we go past the 4-minute mark.
William O'Connell, who's played a great second half. As we said, he's got the matchup on Doyle. Out to Crowley. They've been going with their start. Coach Elmo's going with his starters exclusively. Oh, the bump call. That's the second one that he's just thrown the head back. He's gotten the call. Winnacunnet's not happy about it, but Crowley will be shooting 1-on-1 right here.
Yeah, we'll see if Bedford can sustain this energy on both ends of the floor the rest of the quarter. As you said, these starters have been out there playing heavy minutes tonight.
Yeah, so there's Arsenal with the rebound. They got to look to play fast now. This zone has just shut them down completely. They have no answer for it.
Bedford outscored Winnacunnet 28-14 so far in the second half.
There's Waterhouse, challenged by Anderson. That would have been a big play right there to cut that lead. So Waterhouse is going to go to the line shooting 2, trailing 57-50 here with 3:35. Boys Division I basketball here. Winnacunnet Warriors, 4-0 coming into this gym. They're facing their first defeat.
They are, unless Waterhouse can rescue them. I mean, he's the only player right now on offense who's doing any damage. He's got 22 for the game, and you know the team only has 50 points, so over 40% of their points.
Yeah, Shockey's been slow offensively. Allen came out of the gates on fire, but you know he's really been held in check. This zone's held everyone in check. Not sure what the delay is right now, but Mr. Bob Thomas will certainly get it fixed. A long-time scorekeeper, clock operator, I should say.
Yeah, interesting that in the first half, Allen really did a lot of the ball handling, playmaking, running the point. And this half, it's been all Waterhouse running the show.
He looks fatigued. He looks fatigued because you know they've asked a lot of him tonight. First free throw is up and good by the Zachary Waterhouse, the 6'2" senior, to make it 57-51. The second free throw by Waterhouse is up, and it is good, 57-52, 3:38 here to go in the 4th quarter. Mokus, who's running the point.
Big possession here. Let's see if Bedford can get a good shot, up 5.
They'll be in no hurry with no shot clock. Connor Crowley with the high pick and roll by Mokus, the slip by Anderson, kicks out to Crowley, to Mokus, to O'Connell, kick back out to Mokus. Waterhouse has to be careful there. Mokus, he's been long all night. He's long again on that one. Stolen by Crowley. Timeout. Coach Elmo with the big timeout. Gary Walsh gives him the call. Connor Crowley, you know what? In the first half, it was Stephen Chartier. The second half, it's Connor Crowley.
Yeah, great steal there. And what an athletic play there by Coach Elmendorf to jump out and call that timeout.
Back to his playing days
that was just a brief window of opportunity there when Crowley had possession before Shockey was going to tie him up for a jump ball.
Yeah, exactly. So for our radio people out there, the rebound went Winnacunnet's way, but you teach players to hold that ball up. He brought it down to his waist. The little player Crowley came in, stripped it, and he got a timeout. So with 3 minutes to go here, in the fourth quarter. Bedford, who's been on a run here, leads 57-52. Possession arrow goes to Bedford. 14 fouls on Bedford and 17 fouls on Winnacunnet. Nolan Anderson has 4 fouls, and Jack Shockey has 4 fouls. And I think Allen has 4 fouls as well, right?
He does, yep.
Oh, Crowley picks it up to Liam O'Connell, to Mokus. He likes that ball fake. Slips it into Chartier. Oh, there's some hands on his back. That's Chartier, man. He's not the biggest guy out there, but that kid's just making plays all over the court.
He's got a nose for the ball.
Yes, he does, Andrew. 59-52. Under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
He timed that rebound perfectly, too. He elevated over the rest of the players in the paint and got that quick putback.
Yeah, he's got some good hops. Arsenal to Allen. Slips it in to Waterhouse. That's a tough shot right there. Oh, he could have looked for the run out, but good decision there by Max Chartier. That's being a senior leader right there.
Yeah, he squeezed it. Up 7, 2:20 to go. They're in no rush.
Yeah, who do you look to foul here? Maybe O'Connell being the guy. You don't want to foul. Maybe Mokus has been off tonight.
Yeah,
maybe.
Bedford's only 14 of 21 from the line as a team.
They're shooting 66%. Yeah, so you gotta. You got at this point you got to trap. If you don't get the trap, you got to look to foul. It's a 4-3 possession game. Yeah, that's what they're looking to do. Get that quick trap.
This is always the danger when you've got a lead like this of 3 possessions, as you say. 2 minutes to go in the game is if you get too passive and you try and hold the ball for too long, you're bound to get a turnover. You know, and so yes, you want to be patient, but you have to stay aggressive and at some point make a move and try and create a quality shot instead of just staying on your heels.
Yeah, try to get a yeah, exactly. Try to get a layup. Don't turn it over and knock down free throws. And this game is yours. But yeah, the team that just kind of holds it, and there's a turnover, dribble off the foot. They get a pick-off pass. But early on, Bedford was not taking care of the ball. But in this second half, their turnovers have been in under 5.
Right,
under 5. What I've seen.
Yeah, they've really taken care of the ball. And that'll be one of the keys here to finish off this win. The timeout by Bedford has given Winnacunnet a chance to regroup and figure out a defensive plan, and we'll see if they go with an early foul to try and get the ball back that way, because it'll be 1-1 at this stage.
This year in Division I basketball, from what I've seen, last year Portsmouth was a heavy favorite. You know, they ran the table. This year, any of 8 teams can win this championship, and Bedford being one of them. You can see they're coming in facing an undefeated Winnacunnet team, and they're doing a great job. Let's see if they look to trap. Oh, he went for the strip. Oh, you got to. Zach Waterhouse, can he make the play? Yes, he does. No. That's one of those plays. A good little strip by Waterhouse, but his teammate lost sight of the ball. It's going to remain Bedford ball in the deep corner now, where the court could possibly be a little bit wet from the moisture and the rain outside. Andy Paul's going to move them up out of the wet spot. The ball's wet. That could be a factor here.
That was a huge opportunity for Winnacunnet. They got that ball poked away, and if Waterhouse gets that ball, it's most likely a layup.
There's your foul. There's the reach in there. Is that on Shockey, number 21? If so, that will be it for him. No.
No, they give it to Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Break there for Winnacunnet. So Chartier goes to the line. Max, he's got 19 points and 6 rebounds to lead the way for Bedford tonight. At the line, he's 5 for 9.
Yeah, he's not himself. Oh, wow. They had 3 guys on the rebound, and the only Bedford player in there. What did they list Connor Crowley at? They list him at 5'11".
That's generous.
That is generous. And he came up with it. Oh, Chartier battling. Oh, they're going the other way, but they won't be shooting. So Chartier, these little things, Bedford could be up by 9 right now. If Chartier misses the front of 1-on-1 and then misses a layup.
That was a golden opportunity. What a great cut by Max. Mokus finds him. Little bunny, but it just won't go for him.
So 1:40 to go here in the game.
Winnacunnet got what they wanted to get the ball back here without giving up any points.
Allen with the slash. That's going to tip up and in. Yes, 59-54. Liam O'Connell. The trap is on. Mokus, who's very good with the ball, got away with one there. Anderson gets it. Oh, wow. Arsenal picks up another foul. It's the double bonus now, so Chartier will be shooting 2.
Some helter-skelter action there
You're
on that
exactly
last putback for Winnacunnet. Doyle just got his left hand on it, got a really fortunate bounce to cut the lead to 5. And then you're right, Mokus had that ill-advised pass that Anderson was able to corral, and then Max picks up the foul, draws the foul.
Yeah, that was a fortuitous bounce right there. Chartier all net on that one. 60-54, the 6-point lead for the home team, Bedford Bulldogs. Boys Division I basketball here on Bedford 105.1 and BCTV channel 23. Chartier missed another one, so he's hovering just around 50%.
Yeah, he's 6 of 12 now from the line. Lead only at 6, minute and 10 to go.
They're not playing Arsenal. Shockey is just, those fouls never let him get in the flow of this game. I don't think we've seen his best performance.
No, we
tonight.
haven't. He's sort of floundering right now along the perimeter. He's just not making any strong plays.
No one wants the ball here. Almost a 5-second count. Doyle throws it away. Whoa. That's one of those calls what Connor Crowley needed to do, which is get away from the play. That was a backcourt violation.
Real tough call there on Crowley. I mean, he's hustling. You love that. But you're right. You just can't give the refs a chance to make that call when it was right on the verge of being a backcourt violation.
All right, so just to catch our viewers up here, Bedford, who trailed for the majority of the 2.5 quarters, took their first lead here in the second half.
42-40.
And now they've had the lead ever since. They lead 60-54 with 1 minute to go. And you kind of called it, Andrew, where you said Bedford doesn't want to, they got to be careful taking time off the clock and that's exactly what's happened right now. They've fallen apart a little bit.
And they haven't made their free throws here in the last minute or so. Now we're about to enter the last minute with 1:02 left on the clock. So the nice thing is they haven't played a very clean last minute or two, but they're still up 6. And, you know, they've still got all the momentum here to finish this off if they just play smart.
Yeah, smart basketball. That's no turnovers, no stupid fouls.
They were lucky that didn't send Winnacunnet to the line. Only 16 fouls on Bedford so far.
This zone has been really, really good. They're almost more aggressive in the zone than they are in man. Maybe that's a makeup call right there by Gary Walsh. That is the old makeup call because I didn't see much of anything there.
Yeah, they called the traveling violation on Allen there in the paint, but it looked like he'd gotten rid of the ball to Shockey.
Yeah, he dropped it down. I was going to say nice little slip pass to Shockey. So to inbound the ball, 50 seconds to go here. Bedford ball, possession arrow is going to be Bedford. Mokus to inbound the ball. Winnacunnet picking up full court. It's going to be a trap if they don't get the trap. Mokus. Coach Elmo using his 4th timeout of the game. That leaves him with 1.
Coach Elmendorf has really called timeouts at the perfect time in the second half. You know, we both thought that maybe in the first quarter he would call one as Winnacunnet was just unstoppable offensively. But it's turned out to be very helpful that he's had all those timeouts in his back pocket the way he's used them here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, he trusted his team. I guess he trusted his team more than I did at that time, and sure enough, they fought their way in, and those timeouts are certainly beneficial at this point in the game.
The Phil Jackson-like Zen move to just let the players play through it and try and turn the momentum around on their own. And, you know, the reason it worked in the first half was because Winnacunnet finally started missing some shots, and Bedford was doing a good job on the defensive glass with Mokus, Harry Lagoulon chipping in. So
yes,
that last timeout was great because it was almost going to be a 5-second call. And the ball that came in, it looked like it was either going to be deflected, maybe stolen.
For a layup the other way, yep.
So here we go with Mokus again inbounding. 48 seconds to go.
A little cross screen, you're going to see Liam O'Connell flash to the ball, and they still get the turnover. And the N1, there, they got the N1 call. That's exactly what you don't want to do right there. So Liam O'Connell with the foul. Allen with the hoop. Benjamin Allen, the 6'4" junior, makes it 60-56. with an chance for N1 old-fashioned way to make it 60-57. That's going to be long. Yeah. Winnacunnet fouls. Connor Crowley's going to go to the line. Did Crowley come down with that rebound, or did they pass it to him?
I couldn't see, but they called the foul on Allen as they were fighting for that rebound. That's 5 on Allen.
That's 5.
Which is huge. You know, he made that big and one opportunity there a minute ago. Bedford crowd getting into it, maybe affecting that free throw that Allen just missed.
I'm wondering if Mr. Parker's new, I don't want to call it a strategy, but new setup, having the students down in that basket where the visiting team's going to shoot, is certainly disruptive, to say the least. And at the first quarter, Winnacunnet had 21 points. The rest of the way, they've had 35.
That 2-3 zone has just been a game changer here in the second half.
Absolutely. All right, so here's Crowley stepping the line to shoot 2 with a 60-56 lead. Even if he makes both, it's still only a 2-possession game right here.
Yeah, 43 seconds, plenty of time, so huge free throws here for Crowley.
First one's up and good.
Real confident stroke, that was nice.
He has, he's been perfect from the line so far. 61-56. Second one is up and good. Bedford leads 62-56, 43 seconds to go. They're going to make sure they know where Waterhouse is at all times. There's a reach in there. That's not, you don't want to stop the clock. When you're leading, you don't want to stop the clock and put Winnacunnet on the line. So Waterhouse, Zachary Waterhouse, the 6'2" senior, steps to the line. And how many points is he sitting on right now?
I think he's at 24.
24.
And you're right, you know, Crowley had help there. Anderson had stepped up. So tough spot to reach in there and get a foul and let Winnacunnet possibly score with the clock stopped.
First free throw up is up and good. 62-57, 39 seconds to go. Possession arrow, Bedford. Timeouts, Bedford 1, Winnacunnet 2. You might look for a quick timeout after a hoop here to set up your trap. Second free throw is good. Nope, they're ready to go. Mokas has to be better with the ball. The skip pass, they broke it. Crowley, Anderson, good job pulling it out. Crowley, that's not the guy you want. That's the guy I would foul right there. And Shockey fouls Chartier, who's been a great free throw shooter throughout his career, but tonight is 6 for 12 from the line right now. So that's going to be 5 on Shockey.
And Shockey did the team what, you know, he did what the team needed there. He committed that foul, but that's 5 on him now. So it's going to end his night.
And Wesley Falzerano will check in. Wesley is a 6'4" senior.
Max Chartier 20 points on the night. 6 of 12 from the line.
Wow, 6 of 13 on the line. That is the guy you want to foul right now. He's just a little bit off. I think he's overthinking it. He'll be practicing tomorrow morning on that free throw line. Second foul shot for Chartier is up, and it's good. 63-58, 30 seconds to go. Coach Elmo's yelling, interesting timeout. Most times you see teams, Andrew, take the foul on the defensive end, you know, to set up their trap, but Coach McKenna here chooses to take the timeout on the offensive end. They got 30 seconds to go here, trailing by 5.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we're not at the end of the game where you get to advance the ball to half court. Down 5 with 30 seconds to go, and they only had 2 timeouts. So you're right. You would have thought that they would have tried to score a quick bucket there, call timeout when it's a 1-possession game to set up the defense. But apparently Coach McKenna just thought, you know what, this possession is so important. I want to set up a play to make sure we get a good look.
Yeah. And, you know, so out of the game right now for Winnacunnet is Allen and Shockey. Bedford has pretty much gone with their starters the whole second half. We didn't see either of the Chartier brothers, who played very well in that first half. And Harry LeGoyen got a few minutes here, but that's it. So Coach Elmo's going with a 5 that he believes in right now. So we'll see if Bedford just puts a little token pressure on the ball here. Don't make it too easy to get them, you know, let them bring it up. Nope, or maybe Crowley is coming down to put a little token pressure.
Yeah, we'll see if Bedford changes up the defense here to counteract what Winnacunnet might have drawn up on the sidelines.
Waterhouse for three. It looks good. It's money. 63-61. There's the guy you want to foul, and that's Chartier. All right. Wow. So Waterhouse, we called it. You called it, Andrew. Good job.
Yeah, that's 28 points now for Waterhouse after he hit that three and put a big smile on his face after he knocked that down. What a clutch shot. And then he went ahead and committed the foul, and that's just what the doctor ordered for Winnacunnet, cutting the lead to 2. They still have 19 seconds left.
Chartier, who struggled from the line tonight, the first of 2 is up, and it's going to be front rim and in. It's a one-possession game right now, 64-61.
Yeah, he looked a lot more poised on that shot.
Yep, we're live on Bedford 105.1 and BCTV channel 23. Boys Division I basketball. Second shot is no. It's a one-possession game. Here comes Waterhouse with a chance to tie. He elevates for the three. It's challenged. It does not look good. Rebound and one. Rebound. Oh, they call the foul. All right. So Waterhouse misses the three. Winnacunnet had 2 chances at it. They missed them both, but they call a foul on Mokus, 22. They'll be shooting 2 right now.
Yep, that was Wesley Falzarano who got that rebound and looked like an easy putback that just rimmed out. And Winnacunnet fortunate to get that foul called on Mokus. Looked like he had a lot of ball in that play.
So 7 seconds to go. You got to make the first, right?
Yep, down 3.
Do you miss the second one on purpose, or do you just get it and you try to make it and then foul and get a trap foul?
That's $1 million question, isn't it?
Tough call right now.
Got to make the first.
It's good.
He does.
All right, so number 22. Wesley Falzarano, the 6'4" senior. So the coach is taking his timeout right now, which again is an interesting one.
Right. Well, he's scratching his head right now. He's thinking about the exact question that you asked. Up 2, down 2, 7 seconds left. Do they miss intentionally? You know, one thing that might go into it is they don't have their biggest, most athletic rebounders. Shockey and Allen are both fouled out, and so it's hard to get a tip from, you know, without those guys down by the block to tip it out.
Yeah, so we'll see what the strategy is. If for me, I'd make it set up your trap. You don't get a quick steal, you foul, and you'll have 5 seconds to go the length of the court. And Waterhouse, you saw what he can do. He's dynamic.
Yeah, I would do the same. You're right. Given that there's 7 seconds, that's enough time, and you never know. You might get the steal right away and be able to win the ball game with a layup. Or you're right, Waterhouse is quick enough, strong enough to be able to push it the length of the court in 4 or 5 seconds, elevate for his jumper.
So let's see if Harry LeGoyan comes in to try to get a rebound here. Nope, they're going to leave Harry on the bench. So probably Mokus and Anderson will be the guys down low. So he looks like, we'll see. So 7 seconds to go, possession arrow once again goes to Bedford. Falzarano, the senior, shooting into the doghouse. The shot is up, and he front rimmed it, and they got the quick foul. That's a 1.5 seconds went off the clock right there. So Anderson's got a chance to ice this game.
Yeah, and I think Falzarano was trying to make it.
I think he was trying to make it too.
Great job by Anderson to squeeze that rebound.
Strong rebound, and great point you brought up is that Allen and Shockey were not on the court to try to get that rebound right there. So Anderson, who has had a very quiet night offensively, but he has played a very good floor game defensively, especially first shot is up, and that's going to be long. All right, so Winnacunnet has no timeouts left. They just got to get the ball and go. Bedford's got to find number 5, Waterhouse.
Biggest free throw of the night for Bedford.
Second one is up, and that's going to be good. So Waterhouse, they're letting Waterhouse get the ball. I'd foul right now. I'd foul him. He's got an open look. That shot is up, but they call the foul. That's a tough call. For our viewers, they call the foul on Doyle with an illegal screen. So that 3, it got interfered with. I mean, that's a pretty good look at that right now. And with an offensive foul on the screen, they will not be shooting right now. The Bedford fans are chanting, it's all over.
That was just a real aggressive physical pick.
They're going to try to get a steal here. And there's a foul. So this game is over right now. Yeah, 65-62. We got a half second to go.
Crowley just needs to make 1 of 2 to ice it here.
Yeah, with 0.5, I don't know what you can get off from 0.5. First shot for Crowley, who's been great on the line tonight, is up, and it is good. 65-62. Anderson should just get away. 66-62, misses it. Arsenal for three, and that's the ball game. Gannon Lowry in the stands catches the ball. But there's your final. Winnacunnet picks up their first loss of the Division I season, boys basketball. Bedford 66, Winnacunnet 62. Bedford moves to 2-2 on the season. Winnacunnet to 4-1. Andrew, pleasure working with you.
Absolutely.
Great game.
What a great game to watch. Exciting. Great comeback by Bedford. Showed a lot of heart and mettle down the stretch. Crowley just took over in the fourth quarter and hit that key free throw to ice it. He was 6 of 7 from the line at that point, and put it to bed there with that free throw.
Yeah, as you said, it was just a great game. Well coached, two great coaches out there. I thought the officiating was outstanding tonight. It was just a great high school event. Fun to be part of. For Chris Cameron and Andrew Hansen.